Graham Smith told that Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's titles belong to the UK and should be used to pursue duties for the good of the country. Republic is an organisation that campaigns for Queen Elizabeth II to be replaced by a democratic, elected head of state and monarchy to be abolished. M. Smith said, "It does look like they are using their royal status to bolster their private careers." He added, "I do think they are ultimately public titles, they belong to the country. They were given in order to pursue royal duties in theory for the good of the country, and they are not doing that now. They have got a halfway house where they have one foot in the royal household but also pursuing their own private interests. I do think they ought to have made a clean break of it when they stepped away and just ditched the titles. But they have not, and I don't suppose it matters that much, but it does not reflect well on them or the family." Prince Harry and Meghan Markle stepped down as senior members of the royal family in March 2020. However, the couple were allowed to retain their Duke and Duchess of Sussex titles. Prince Charles has widely publicized plans to slim down the monarchy when he takes the throne from Queen Elizabeth II. In June, royal commentator Natalie Oliveri told 9Honey that Prince Charles plans not to grant Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's son Archie a royal family title when he becomes king. Archie is currently 7th in line to the throne. Ms. Oliveri said, "In 2012 the Queen actually changed it, which entitled all the Cambridge children to be known as HRH rather than just George, so they are also included in this at the moment. What it would do is that it would remove Archie's entitlement to be a prince. Under the current rules, Archie is entitled to become a prince when Charles becomes king. But Prince Charles is reportedly planning to change that. It is all part of his plan to slim down the monarchy." Another news, Caroline Aston launched the scathing review during an appearance on GB News on Saturday, where she suggested how the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have adopted a method to ensure they remain in the public eye through their work away from the royal family. She suggested how such an example of this was seen during a recent visit to New York, which resembled a state visit. Ms. Aston slammed the meetings, the greetings, the pomp going on. This oh-so-private couple that stepped away from the glare of publicity and yet seemed to have become extremely public property. The royal commentator went on to acknowledge how, despite her own feelings, there are quite a few Americans who are calling for the Sussexes to drop their titles. She added how critics also question their numerous state visit-style appearances despite no longer being part of the royal family or carrying out official visits. Ms. Aston claimed, "There is always something happening with the Sussexes. And let's face it, self-generated publicity is the name of their game." She continued by suggesting that this has to be done in order for the pair to earn them the mega book deals. The royal expert added this means that the Sussexes can continue to fill those coffers as she tore into the pair. But in a tongue-in-cheek jab at the California-based duo, she remarked how the Sussexes' financial support from Prince Charles was so cruelly emptied down to the last few millions. The comments come as the Sussexes stepped out in New York for their first joint appearances since the birth of their daughter, Lilibet Diana, on June 4. Harry and Meghan attended as they participated in Global Citizen Live, to promote equal access to the COVID-19 vaccine, as well as a reading at a school in Harlem, New York. But the couple came in for some criticism for the visit, including the fact that they traveled back to Montecito by private jet, after being vocal about the effects of climate change. While royal commentator Katie Nichols slammed, turning up at an underprivileged school in Harlem, in a couture coat that costs more than the combined incomes of most of those parents at the school. It doesn't make any sense. It just shows them to not be in touch.